So you're looking to add to your real estate portfolio, or maybe you are just a brand new investor and you're looking to get started in real estate investing, and you're looking in the Louisiana market trying to figure out where you're going to put all your money. Well, today in this video, we're going to be talking about my favorite cities for real estate investing, what my favorite markets are, okay? I'm going to be getting into the nitty gritty. I'm going to be telling you the numbers, the reason why these are my favorite cities to invest in. We're going to be talking about rent to purchase multiples as well as cap rate. I'm going to be telling you all the expenses you should expect in each of these markets. So if you like numbers, if you like investing in real estate, or if you want to learn more about it, this video is for you, so stay tuned. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know anything and everything about living in South Louisiana, the good and the bad, you're going to want to make sure you subscribe and tap that notification bell as well so that you can be the first to learn about the current real estate market here. And if we haven't met before, I'm Carson, and my girlfriend Natalie and I are realtors here in Madisonville, Louisiana with Weichert Realtors, Loescher Properties. And we love helping people every day just like you with the process of buying and selling real estate. So if you're looking to make a move, whether it's in the next 9 days or the next 90 days, all the contact info is in the description down below. It all starts with you reaching out to us. So like I mentioned, today we're going to be checking out which cities in South Louisiana are best for real estate investing. And we're going to be looking at single family homes. We're going to be looking at cash flow today. Okay, so I'm going to make another video on multifamily properties. And just to give you a little rundown of how I'm judging these cities, okay, I'm going to be looking at the median price of a home in the cities that I'm covering today. I'm going to be looking at the median rent. And then what I'm going to do is multiply the median rent times 12. So I'm going to get a yearly rent essentially. And then I'm going to take that yearly rent and I'm going to divide it by the median purchase price, and we're going to get a multiple there. Now what I'm also going to do is take out estimated expenses as far as taxes and insurance, and I'm going to develop a cap rate. Okay, so normally in single family you're not really looking at cap rate. Cap rate is more for multifamily investing, and for those of you who don't know what cap rate is, it's essentially, like I said, it's your net operating income, which is your income. If it's single family, it's just your rent, minus your expenses, which is taxes and insurance, but not mortgage, okay? So you're gonna take your taxes and insurance out and any other expenses you might have associated with that property, whether it's property management, etc. You're gonna take those expenses out and you're gonna get a net operating income, and you're gonna divide that net operating income by the purchase price of the home. That's going to give you a cap rate. The higher cap rate, the higher the return on your investment, the higher your cash on cash return. Okay, so like I said, in single family you don't really deal too much with cap rate, but I still look at it because it's the best way that my brain knows how to judge and really, you know, determine if a single family property is a good deal or not. But first, a quick disclaimer. So each of the parishes that I'm going to be talking about today have their own different property tax numbers. So the property taxes for these rentals are going to be different. Okay, so in Baton Rouge, it's going to be 0.63% as the effective tax rate. Okay, in Orleans Parish, it's 0.75%. St. Tammany Parish is 0.77%. Jefferson is 0.5%. Tangipahoa is 0.44%. And what am I leaving out? St. John the Baptist Parish is 0.4%. Okay, so that is the lowest that we're going to be looking at today. But anyways, so yeah, I'm going to use the effective tax rate to determine an estimated property tax amount for each of the cities that I'm going to be talking about. And then also for insurance, what I'm really doing here is I'm just going to take the average insurance premium, home insurance premium in Louisiana, which is $2,700, and that's what I'm using for all of these properties. Now, of course, you need to get an insurance quote from a licensed insurance agent, which I can connect you with if you need one, to determine what the insurance is actually going to be on each property. but I'm just going to use $2,700 for each of the properties to determine the expenses. But anyways, let's first check out what New Orleans and Baton Rouge looks like as far as buying single family rental properties. So the median list price is $243,500 in Baton Rouge, and the median rent is $1,500 a month. So times 12, that's going to be $18,000 per year. And that is a 13.5 multiple, okay? So what that means is $243,500 divided by the yearly rent gives you a multiple of 13.5. Now, what's a good multiple? I would say about 10 is where you'd want to be. Of course, you're going to be cash flowing more if you have a lower interest rate than if you have a high one at like 7%, which is where we're at the time of this recording. However, 10 is usually a good multiple. So if the purchase price is $243,000, you would be wanting to reel in $24,350 per year to feel like you have a pretty good deal, in my opinion. This differs from investor to investor. So let's go ahead and take expenses out now. So if we're going to take out 0.63% of the purchase price for taxes, we're going to take out $1,534 per year for taxes, and then we're going to take out $2,800. I changed my mind. I'm going to do $2,800 instead of $2,700 just to be safe for insurance. And then what we're left with is a 5.6% cap rate. So if we take that yearly rent, subtract the taxes and insurance, and divide that by the purchase price, we're going to get a 5.6% cap rate for Baton Rouge. Is that bad? It's not bad, but again, I would want a 10 times multiple between the rent and the purchase price, and I would want the cap rate to be at 7% or higher if I'm buying something. So let's check out New Orleans now. So the median rent in New Orleans is $1,600 a month, which is a yearly rent of $19,200. The median list price is $325,000 in New Orleans, which gives you a 16.97x multiple. So Baton Rouge would be the better out of these two, but I mean, still not a good deal in my opinion. And by the way, if we take expenses out, we're going to be left with a 4.3% cap rate. So now that you have some reference for your numbers, since we've looked at New Orleans and Baton Rouge, what we're going to do now is check out some of the better markets, in my opinion, for real estate investing in single family properties. So Ponchatoula, we're going to look at. Ponchatoula has a median rent of $1,725 a month, which turns out to be $20,700 per year. And the median list price is $248,000, guys, which gives you a multiple of 11.97. Okay, now this is a whole lot better than New Orleans and Baton Rouge already. We're going to get into the cap rate now. So if we're going to take out 0.44% for property taxes, since it is in Tangipahoa Hope Parish, and we're going to take out $2,800 for insurance, we're going to end up with a 6.8% cap rate. So a pretty good deal. You can cash flow pretty easily in Ponchatoula just buying off retail if you have a low enough interest rate. So next on the list is going to be Harvey, which is a suburb of New Orleans in Jefferson Parish. Now, median list price in Harvey is $210,000, and the median rent is $1,600 a month or $19,200 per year, which gives us a multiple of 10.94. We're going to take out 0.5% for taxes since it's in Jefferson Parish, and we're going to take out $2,800 for insurance, and we're going to be left with a 7.3% cap rate. Okay, so this is starting to get to some good numbers, some numbers that I like to see. If you mean to tell me that Harvey, if you look at the median rent and the median list price in Harvey, and I know that I can buy off retail and get essentially a 7.3% cap rate, it's not hard to find a good deal in Harvey. But we're not even done yet. We still got two cities to talk about. So Laplace is next up. This is in St. John the Baptist Parish, suburb of New Orleans. Median list price in Laplace is $187,000. Median rent is $1,500 a month or $18,000 per year. So we've got a multiple there of 10.38. That's what I like to see. So we're going to take out our 0.4% for taxes, we're going to take out our insurance, and we're left with a 7.7% cap rate. Now that's what I'm talking about, almost 8% here in Laplace. That is a good market to be investing in, especially with such low taxes, okay? That's the lowest taxes you're gonna find around the New Orleans area is 0.4%. So take advantage of that in that Laplace market. Now, on to the best market, in my opinion, for real estate investing in single family properties is gonna be Gretna. The numbers for Gretna make me so happy, and here's why. So the median rent is $2,047 a month, which is $24,565 a year. Well, the median list price is $243,500, which is a multiple of 9.91. That's retail. That is the median price and the median rent. Like I told you, 10 and under is a good deal in my books, and you're telling me in Gretna I can get a good deal off retail, and I'm probably gonna be cash flowing. So we're gonna take out our 0.5% taxes, by the way, we're gonna take out our insurance, and we're left with a 8.4% cap rate. That's a good market to invest your money. So let's put this into some practical numbers for you guys to see what your money does in Gretna, okay? So if you're gonna buy the median home in Gretna, which is a $243,500 home, let's say you're gonna put 20% down, okay? Let's say you were with a good realtor that helped you find a seller concession rate buy down, which means the seller is going to actually buy your rate down for you so that you can have a lower monthly note, okay? Let's say you were able to get a 5% in today's market, a 5% interest rate. Let's say you put 20% down, like I said. We're gonna use 0.5% for the taxes, and we're gonna use $2,800 for your insurance. Now, your total monthly expenses as far as mortgage, taxes, and insurance are gonna be $1,380 a month. If your monthly rent is $2,047, you're gonna be cash flowing over $600 a month. Now, if you're a smart investor, what I would recommend that you do is you save a little bit of money each month for capital expenditures, things like repairing a roof in 15 years, things like other repairs. Basically, if you can make a spreadsheet of all of your expected expenses as far as maintenance, big repairs like roof, HVAC, etc., and put that in a spreadsheet and then add up your monthly expenses. So if you've got to pay 15 grand for a new roof in 15 years, that's $1,000 per year. You divide that by 12, that's how much you need to save for a new roof each month. I hope that makes sense. Usually it's going to be about 10% give or take per month of the rent, okay? So if you do that, if you take 2047, you're going to take 10% out for capital expenditures, you're still going to be left with $462 per month after saving for capital expenditures. Now let's say you're gonna take out another 10% of that rent every month for property management. Maybe you don't wanna be the one answering the phone when the tenant needs their toilet fixed and all the other crap you gotta deal with as a landlord. So you're gonna still, if you take out 10% more for property management, so 20% total, 10% for capital expenditures, 10% for property management, you're gonna be left with 80% of your rent before you pay your mortgage. Well, if you do that, you're still going to be left with $257 cash flow if you're just buying off retail. Okay, so let's find out the holy grail of numbers as far as real estate investing. Let's figure out your cash on cash return, okay? So if you are taking out 10%, whether that be for capital expenditures or property management, like I said, you're going to be cash flowing $462 a month, okay? $462 in your pocket. That's going to be about $5,600 per year, and conveniently, I would expect it to cost you about $56,000, including closing costs, to buy that median house in Gretna. So that's easy numbers. It's about a 10% return if you're just buying at retail and saving 10%, like I said, for property management or capital expenditures. Not to mention that I would also expect you to make another 10% per year in appreciation. So I would say about 20% total per year if you include appreciation and cash flow is what you could expect buying off retail in Gretna. But you can quickly see how getting a lower interest rate maybe, or getting a better deal, maybe you put out 100 offers to get a really good deal. Maybe you get a 20% discount. You're buying something at 80% of what it's really worth. You have instant equity, and obviously your monthly note's gonna be lower. You're gonna be cash flowing a ton. But look, all I'm trying to say is I think Gretna is where it's at. There's gonna be some good markets. There's gonna be some bad markets. My job is to help you find out which market is best for you. I'm really liking Gretna. But guys, let me know if you have any questions about any of the cities that I mentioned today, or if you have any questions about real estate investing whatsoever. I love this stuff, guys. I'm really passionate about it. I'm analytical. I'm an investor myself. But yeah, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell as well, and let's do some deals together.